for, I think, the harder questions is Mark Carney's just been elected in Canada. Is this a victory for the globalists?
You know, Mark Carney's the classic Goldman Sachs guy, right? Flits around country to country, you know, from England to Canada. I think it's not, I don't think, look, it's a victory for the globalists. I think, and look, President Trump may have been gaming the system. I just look at it as a lack of reality of the Canadian people. The Canadian people have a crisis that they're going to have to address. Number one, besides the break-off provinces in Alberta and Saskatchewan, others that are resource rich and are not happy with the current arrangements. It's really about the situation, about the integrated economy of the United States and what's really going to happen with tariffs and trades and bringing things back, particularly so much of the automotive industry they have. They shouldn't assume that that's going to be there forever. They just shouldn't. Number two, and I think more importantly, to avoid in the Arctic, the new great game, right? The new power struggle of the great game of the 21st century. They should be very concerned vis-a-vis Russia and the Chinese Communist Party that they're not the next Ukraine. They are going to have a territorial, I think, movement by the Chinese Communist Party, at least, into their northern territories in the Arctic. Right now, they're in a dominion status or aligned with the English-speaking countries of the British Empire. There's no money there to defend anybody. Britain can't defend itself. And so they're going to have to make a decision over the next couple of years. Mark Carney's the typical kind of glad-handing globalist that just gives you more of the happy talk. So the people of Canada, look, they made their decision, and we'll see how it played out. You should understand also, when we talk about a populist nationalist movement that's expanding all the time, with Bolsonaro in Brazil and Orban in Hungary and Nigel Farage in the United Kingdom and Alternative for Deutschland, Pierre is not really a populist. He's a career politician. He trash talked Trump. He's never a guy anybody's ever asked for to come to CPAC. I've never had him on the show. I've never had anybody come to me from Canada and say, you got to get this. He's kind of a phony populist, right? He even lost his own district. So I think in Canada, it's a situation that Canadian people are saying, hey, what's this new relationship with Canada? Why is Trump all over us? I think it's a reaction to that. But I believe that you're going to see over the next couple of years a further rejection of the Trudeau-type policies that Mark Carney, and Carney's your classic, Goldman Sachs globalist glad-hander.
Yeah.
That's not going to be able to make decisions, so we'll have to see. But I would keep an eye on two things. Number one, Alberta and Saskatchewan. I just don't think those Western provinces, those Western territories there's something's going to happen internally to Canada. And number two, this Arctic great game is something they got to pay attention to. The prime minister, the premier of China came 10 years ago or 15 years ago in 2010 to Canada and said, hey, we're an Arctic power and you guys better get a heads up. I think the Canadians have their heads in the sand for the territorial integrity of themselves in the Arctic.